Hi friends, Haley here with 5-Minute Yoga. Today I'm going to show you a nice, easy seated routine that's great for opening the hips, stretching out the lower back, and convenient to do if you just don't have a lot of energy or you find yourself at work. You can even do it sitting at your desks. So please join me on your mat in a seated position. You can start out in any easy seated position you like. I personally like to put my heels lined up, my knees as open as they can go. Just take a moment, ground into your mat. Inhale, exhale, root your sit bones into the earth, extend your spine into the sky. Just take this moment to give yourself a break. On your next breath, and adjust our legs to fire logs pose. So we're going to take the ankle, one of the ankles above the knee, one of the ankles below the knee. You want to keep your feet flexed to protect the knee joints and the ankle joints. Just keep that integrity and strength in there. You can remove the flesh away from the sit bones to open up the hips a little bit better and create more grounding, better foundation. And just see how it feels from here. Maybe this is enough. If this is enough, just be mindful about keeping your low back straight and solid, tailbone to the ground, no arching. And if this isn't enough, you need a little bit more of a challenge, you can lean forward, bring your arms forward. And like any good yoga pose, so rarely do we want to just collapse over our legs, but we want to extend the spine over the knees and stretch until we can't expand anymore before we actually start to curve over our legs. It's a deep opener for the hip sockets. Maybe you can feel that. I don't know. I can feel it. It's pretty feely. Come back up to neutral when ready. And we'll just gently switch sides. You can do it the easy, gentle way, just by switching your legs, or if you're feeling, exuberant and energetic, you can do the Rockettes method. Place the ankle over the knee, knee over the ankle, flex the feet. You might need to readjust your sit bones. And again, sink into the stretch. Don't collapse over the legs. You can use your hands for support. Breathe deep into the hip sockets, deep into the sacrum, deep into the IT band. That stretch of tendon running down the side of your thighs that gets really, really tight. That one's a doozy. Inhale back up to neutral. We're going to transition into calf pose or cow face pose, depending on which practice you follow. To do that, we're going to bring our knees together, still crossing the legs, and bring the heels to the side of the hips. So you've got this kind of weird triangular tower thing going on with your legs. If you need to hold your feet in place with your hands, you can create a little support there. And this might be enough for you. You can bring the feet out a little wider if that's a more comfortable stretch, or if this is too much, you can straighten the front leg entirely. And that'll give you a little bit more relief as you work into this pose. But while you're here, focus on your back being straight, hips being square to the ground. You'll find the tendency of one sit bone to kind of come up, but keep both sit bones on the ground. And if you're feeling challenged, you can try for some cow-faced arms. This involves taking one hand behind the back and the other hand over the shoulder and trying to reach your hands behind you. If you need, I'm not quite reaching for those of you that can't, see behind me with your x-ray vision. If you need a strap to kind of create some distance there, create the connection, that's a great tool for this pose. If not, do your best. Release the hands if you haven't already. We're going to switch legs to the other side, so nice and gentle, or woo, Rockettes move. Settle into your pose, knees stacked on top of knees, heels by the hips. Both sit bones rooted into the ground. You can try moving forward over the knees to see how that changes the stretch. Or just stay in your neutral position. If you took yogi arms in the last iteration, go ahead and try that again on this side. Yeah, I can't reach on this side either. I think I was closer on the other side. You'll notice a lot of times the body tends to be asymmetrical, or one side seems to be easier than the other. This is normal. You're not weird, don't worry. 2 or 3 more deep breaths. And release the hands. Bring your bottom leg out to the front and place the top leg, bottom of the foot, down next to the knee. And whichever knee is bent, take that same arm and place it behind your back. Raise the opposite hand up and twist. So bringing that elbow to the opposite side of the knee, supporting yourself with your back hand, trying to keep your spine straight and solid, and just breathe into the twist. Release the twist. Come to the other side for a bit of a counter stretch. And release. You can straighten out your leg, give your knees a little kick, and bring the other foot crossed over, foot flat. Opposite hand, or same hand behind your back, opposite arm up, and cross over to the knee for a twist on the other side. Remember to breathe into the twists, extending the spine on the inhale and sinking deeper into the twist on the exhale. Release the arms, release the leg, give the knees one more little kick. Inhale, rise the arms up and back down. Bring your legs into cross and take another breath or two to just let it all sink in. Thank you for joining me today for 5 minutes of hip opening goodness. Hope to see you next time. Namaste.